Hello, what is going on, guys? You guys are here with Team Journey TC, and if you are here, welcome back. As I promised, here is your high five for subscribing. Congratulations. All of you should subscribe and join the Team Journey TC family. And if you haven't yet, well, sucks to be you. You know, you didn't get a high five, alright? Just saying. Today, we're going to be talking about a movie I saw 2 days ago. I was so excited to see it. I got to go see it with my friend. I threw up after because I ate a little bit too much, put a little, just a little too much butter on my popcorn. But that's okay. And I'm going to be talking about Spider-Man Far From Home. The weirdest thing, just before I could talk about this movie, I went to them, right? I went to the movie theater. And then they, just gave me a toy, which I thought was cool. I like toys. It's now hanging up little here on the shelf. But I thought that was so weird. Has anyone ever gone to a movie theater before and they gave you a toy? Is that, normal? Does that just happen? I don't know. I thought it was cool. But there you go. So there's that. Fun time. Anyway, now it's time to talk about this movie. So, obviously, coming off of Endgame, I feel like, I expected a lot from this movie, and at the same time, I didn't expect a lot from this movie. But to be fair, it did deliver. So we open up, right, we talk about what happened with, the snap, which they're calling the blip, which I thought was funny. It's nice to have, the memorial thing. I kind of blanked out there, but it's okay. Which I thought was nice. High school perspective set the scene. It sets the tone a little bit because it's not too serious of a movie. It does hit you in the gut when he sees Tony Stark. Spoilers, by the way. Just non-spoiler thing. 8 out of 10, go see it. It was good. Now I can feel free to talk about whatever I want. So we just get that out of the way. So from that, I shall continue on with the movie. Sorry about that. So that was nice. Then he, is going on this trip and he has his whole plan and it's really nice. Speaking of that, this movie focuses a lot on Peter, which was good. I actually didn't see Homecoming, so I don't know if that did that as well. But I thought it was a good Peter Parker movie, if that makes sense. Spider-Man isn't even in this thing till the end, technically, right? So if it really focuses on him and his trip, and it shows how he wants to take a break, which I thought was kind of odd after really wanting to be an Avenger, but it's fine. But it really focuses on how he feels and how he deals with I preached the theme of responsibility, which I thought was interesting. I thought that was good. Then Nick Fury comes in, who turns out he was a Skrull at the end. I didn't actually watch the post-credit scene, but I saw it on the internet, so I'm less mad, because I was like, Nick Fury's a freaking idiot in this movie, and I was like, Nick Fury isn't an idiot, but it's not Nick Fury, so it's okay. I'm going to let it slide. It just bothered me while I was watching it, because I didn't pick up on their hints, okay? Sorry. I was kind of annoyed that I didn't notice the she called her Nick thing, but it's fine. I'm not that upset. But so that was good. That isn't really good. It was kind of annoying, actually. I don't know. I said that was good. My bad. Sorry. But it was fine. Then Mysterio comes in, who didn't know what they played off kind of like a shock, and I'm like, the girl I was sitting with, is my friend, knows nothing, so she didn't know. But I was like, yeah, duh. He's very, I don't pay that much attention to Spider-Man, and I knew who he was, really knew who he was, and I was like, that's the bad guy who does bad things. He's part of the Sinister Six, right? So I was like, okay. So then obviously he is the bad guy, because duh. Which I liked the guy that Obastain yelled at. That was a nice little cameo. I still didn't get why he was that angry. He feels like his life work was ruined, so he's just gonna go kill a bunch of people, I guess, to make himself look better. I get it, because I hear in the comics he's very, egotistical or whatever, so, I was like, okay, so I already, went into that thinking he's just really, but I don't feel like unless you knew that, I don't feel like they really set it up that much. He's kind of you get that he's annoyed, but you don't really get why he's, so crazy to do this, especially if you haven't seen, I want to say Civil War. I'm pretty sure it's Civil War. I don't honestly remember that scene. But, because then you have no idea what he's talking about. You just know he stole some hologram thing. So he was kind of like, he wasn't, the good thing about him was he was like a father figure for Peter after Tony. And so he made him think on how he needed to step up and he needed to not be a child and know that like people lie or whatever. So that was good about him, but yeah, no, he was just so under like cooked as to like why he's not the worst. Obviously, there's been worse villains, even just in the MCU that I don't know what they're on about. But I was like, I was invested in his story, but I was like, why are you all so mad, dude? Just chill a little bit, okay? Use your hologram stuff if it's so good. Go sell some more of it. Like, what's the problem? He's just like. He was a little bit over angry, and I didn't get why the whole group was so like over angry about things and so chill with like let's go multi-strat blah 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 stuff. I don't know. It was fine. They have the weird older kid, who I guess I should talk about. I didn't like him. He's annoying. Screw what's his name? I'm gonna call him Brad. Nobody likes Brad. You know who I'm talking about, like the Asian kid who like likes MJ. He's just annoying. But I get it, I guess. Although it was weird when he comes in with him changing and like takes a picture. It was good. He provided like a nice little enemy, I guess, for Peter in the MJ conflict, which was nice. Then obviously MJ eventually goes up to Peter and kisses him, and that was sweet. I did like when she's like, you're Spider-Man, or whatever, I am Spider-Man. And she, like, finds out that way. And then the scene where they go, okay, this was so good. Okay, the scene, it doesn't make any sense, because I don't know why he would just kill him. He's planning on killing him anyway. Why is he going to go through some sort of, like, psych thing? He does it twice, too. But when Mysterio is killing Peter, is trying to kill him, like, and pushes him in front of the train, is so good. Like, you see it, like, go through all his fears. You know, I felt like it was cool to watch. It reminded me of, like, the Doctor Strange scene, but but better. Because it felt clearer to, like, see everything, and yet less. It felt less like you put Doctor Strange in, like, a screensaver. Whereas, like, I don't know. Or versus like you went into like a VR. Does that make sense? I thought it looked really cool. In terms of looks, cinematography was fine. I didn't notice anything. Sometimes in movies, like I notice cinematography, little things. So it's kind of just meh, I guess. There was this isn't cinematography. There's one thing in looks where like he's running across these poles, and I don't know why it looks so bad. I don't know why it looks so bad. I guess because the back shot wasn't him, I assume. I have no idea. It looked terrible. I don't know what it was on about. He was like chopping across these little sticks, and I was like, what? It did not look good, okay? I don't know who did that, but it did not look good. And everything else in terms of looks was just meh. Sound design, I don't remember any pieces. I feel like there was one that was good. I liked the use of the I assume actual music, like pop music. Like they have Led Zeppelin, who is an actual person. I know he is because he says that song, but I guess I assume that was a real song in there. I thought that was nice. And you know, Marvel does that sometimes, so it's not like coming out of nowhere. That's the one. I remember that one. There was another pop song somewhere in there. I don't remember what it was. I remember those two. But all the original, I would be curious to hear who was the composer or whatever. 'Cause it's kind of like, like the music. But actually, sound design I thought was good. Like when you hear like them like the actual like sounds, like this. I don't want to say like sound effects because that sounds like wee poof. But you know what I mean. Like that stuff I thought was actually pretty good. I just like wanted to just running out of stuff to talk about. It was a good solid movie. I liked it. It was a good follow-up to Endgame. It was funny. It's pretty funny. There's something I need to talk about that I completely forgot about. Okay. The weirdest thing happened to me, and I swear to God I must be sexist or something. Okay? So he comes into this room, and then Mysterio says, "Don't be afraid to be the smartest in the room." And I was like, oh my God. Because if that had been, maybe it's trying to show me this. Like, guys are good. It was so weird. I was like, if that was a girl right there, I'd be calling that out as like a moment. Although that wouldn't be obviously as obvious as, I'm pretty positive the X-Men being the X-woman thing was a gender thing. But if they were like, don't be afraid to be the smartest in the room, and it was like a girl, I'd be like, oh. But so then I'm like, oh, but it's not, because Spider-Man's a boy. And I was like, oh, shoot. I must be like, I guess I'm just so prone to it. It kind of just sucks, I guess. I'm going to blame the film industry for putting it in the past 2 movies I've watched, having it there. So I guess I'm just on the lookout for it now. So I'm blaming them and not blaming me. So, yeah, I'm basically just blaming other movies for me being sexist, I guess. Anyway, that was interesting. Sorry, back to my wrap-up. I just had to talk about that. I forgot about it. But we just had to have that little conversation there. Yep, solid movie. It's not spectacular. I thought it was pretty good. I really liked it. My friend didn't like it, which I thought was weird. She liked it, but she didn't really like it. I really liked it. I'd say I really liked it. It's not getting put on any of my top lists of, like, favorite. I guess, yeah, it could make some of them, I guess. It would probably make my list. It'd probably top my list for favorite Spider-Man movie. Oh, besides Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse is better. It'd probably make my list for top live-action Spider-Man movie. Besides maybe Spider-Man 3, just because that one's insane, though. But it is my top, like, good for, like, trying to be good. Like, for what it's trying to do. Best live-action Spider-Man. Which I can say pretty confidently. So that's high praise, I guess. So it was a good movie, you know? Yeah, I didn't even have issues with it. I just thought, you know, it could have been a little bit more memorable. But it was good. So, yeah, I guess I'll be seeing you next week. Hopefully we'll be reviewing Toy Story 4 or maybe tomorrow. The movie tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Please subscribe, like, comment if you want, you know, all those good things, and I'll see you.